Today I have for you guys a rather unique video. Behind me I have a 1999 Ford F250 four-wheel drive 5.4 liter V8 single cab truck. This is a one-owner truck and it only has 67,000 all original miles. For the past month or so I spent a lot of time with my dad fixing up this truck because it was in a little bit of disrepair. I guess it's somewhat of a barn find, you could say. So this video is going to show you how we brought this truck back to life. A 20-year-old truck, a 1999 Ford F250. When we bought the truck almost a month ago, it was not running, and now it is. It needed to have a few things done to it, so we took care of some stuff on it, and we did some things to make the truck look a lot more presentable as it's driving down the road. I have to say the biggest thing that I'm noticing between now and the time that I bought the truck is my dad and I took the time to refurbish these wheels, and I've had just a really tough time finding replacement wheels for this truck. So I decided, hey, let's just go ahead and refinish these wheels, make them look like new again, and I'll go ahead and slide a picture in and show you the before and the after. And these are Goodyear Wrangler tires. They are 245 75 R16s. So I took the time and sanded down these wheels, scraped them, sanded them, and wire brushed them, and just got them very smooth, and bought some silver or gray aluminum metallic. I think the exact paint that we used was engine enamel paint, and my dad picked that up. So I sanded them, brushed them down, and got them prepped, and my dad went around each wheel and he painted the wheels. And the wheels just really, after we did that, changed the whole look of the truck, made it look like a totally different vehicle. And throughout the body we did do some touch-up work, and we did a little bit of rust repair. Right over here on the side there was a little bit of a rust area, just in the typical Ford section where the Ford trucks like to rust of this area if they're from the north. Also in the back corner, did a little bit of a rust patch back there because it was starting to rust back there as well. The back bumper is now a flat black, and it was a kind of a silverish gray color, and it was kind of scuffed up and a little bit surface rusted. So I took the time to just sand that down and paint it flat black. I think it really just looks a lot better as a flat black on the truck. I just think that it makes the truck look a lot nicer and cleaner looking. Another thing that really made a big difference with the appearance of the truck is these 4x4 stickers that you'll notice on this side of the truck. And also, we step back over here, you will notice the same sticker over here. And those stickers I did buy on eBay. They were $6.99 a piece, I believe. So I got some stickers for the truck to go on each side, because it did originally have four-wheel drive stickers, but they were off and all you could see was the remains of dirty adhesive glue. So we put those new stickers on. This over here, we did fix it quite a bit. Looking at the truck at the right angle, you can kind of see how it is pushed in a little bit. It was pushed in quite a bit more. We were able to pull that out and do some touch-up work down there, so it looks much more presentable there. When we got the truck, it was not running. It had been sitting for quite some time, even though the state inspection was current. When I first bought the truck, the battery was absolutely dead. My dad and I went and checked it out, and the battery was just completely dead, and we ended up getting a new battery for it. Tried starting it up, and it just cranked and cranked and cranked, and absolutely nothing. So we had it towed to our mechanic and ended up replacing the fuel pump. We came to the conclusion that it needed a fuel pump. Replaced that. After that, the truck fires right up just like it should, and it really just drives and runs like it has the 67,000 original miles. It has been very well maintained up until the time that it was parked, and it did sit for quite some time, probably I'd say maybe 3 to 5 months if I had to guess, because the inspection was still valid. Also, another thing underneath, we did replace the brake lines because we wanted to go the extra mile just to make sure that it was safe to be driven, because they were a little bit rusty and one of them was leaking. So we decided to replace all of the brake lines. So fuel pump, brake lines, Everything else mechanically on the truck is 100% sound. Before we step inside, I want to show you guys one more thing up front, and this is the insert of the bumper. Matching paint with the wheels. We painted the wheels the same color as this. I took the time to just really sand this down very well, and it just looks like a factory finish there. It matches the grille very nicely and just accents the two black flat pieces of the bumper pretty well. Makes the truck look pretty clean up front. Now let's step inside and we'll fire it up. White exterior on the outside, of course, and the interior didn't really have to do a whole lot to it. Has a great vinyl interior with the base work truck package rubber floor liner, and the steering wheel is in nice shape. It's not frayed or anything. In these single cab trucks of the late 90s and early 2000s, you will notice that you have a decent amount of storage space behind the seat, especially if you slide the seat forward. The seat kind of angles back when you put it back, so you do have the ability to store quite a bit of stuff back there. If it's flat or maybe some smaller boxes, you can fit quite a bit there. You have your exterior lights, interior gauge cluster dimming. We'll pop the hood, take a look underneath there momentarily. Manual windows, locks, and mirrors. Everything does function as it should though. The climate controls, the radio, the speakers, everything works how it should. Let's go ahead and fire it up. And it starts right up. Ever since we put that fuel pump in, the truck always starts up. It's never failed to start, and it drives very well. A common thing on this era Ford truck is the odometer display not working. Hopefully that will light up before the end of the video. If not, here's a picture to show you 67,000 and change original miles, and the truck really just starts up and drives like it has that mileage. The dashboard is free of any kind of cracks or damage. Four-wheel drive does work excellent, just like it should. Do have a couple of power outlets there. Extendable cup holders here, and when that cup holder section is shut, you'll see it just flows right with the dash. Let's go ahead and take a look under the hood. Listening to the truck run, you'll notice that it's very quiet, especially for a big V8 of its size. Once again, 5.4 liters, V8 engine, producing 235 horsepower, 335 pound-feet of torque, all paired to an 8 speed. Oh yeah.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think McFly, think.
4-speed automatic transmission. And listening to it run, no ticks, squeaks, knocks, or anything out of the ordinary. Just a very smooth running truck. On the way to the back of the truck, I'll hop in and turn the exterior lights on so you can see those in action. Does have a pretty nice cap on the back of it. Does need a couple of shocks, but it is a pretty good quality cap. And the bed does have a liner. That is in pretty good condition. The bed is solid. Liner's a little bit dirty there, but it has done its job of protecting the bed from extensive damage. And it has been used as a work truck, so you'll notice that it has some dents and scratches throughout the body, but as a whole it's a really solid truck, and it runs and drives excellent. Also, taking a look underneath the truck, you'll notice that the frame is in really solid shape. So first look at this truck, and you're probably thinking, that is not a 250, that's a 150 truck. Something that Ford did in the late 90s is they took an F-150 body and they put it on the 250 platform, the 250 frame. So this truck has an F-150 body, obviously, and it has a 250 frame. That thicker frame has a 250 suspension, and all the way around it's just a 250 minus the body. So you have a more capable truck with the style of the F-150 truck. So it's a little bit of a rare find in that sense. And once again, these rims, the 7-lug wheels, very difficult to find. I looked on Rock Auto and different online parts sites. I even looked on eBay, junkyards locally, was not able to find any of those wheels. So once again, just decided to redo those. Definitely a unique truck that was a pretty cool experience that my dad and I had to get to just bring it back to life and get it driving down the road again. It would have definitely been a shame to see a truck this young in mileage at only 67,000 miles just rot away. And had we not gotten our hands on it, that is potentially what would have happened. It would have just sat and deteriorated and gotten worse and worse and worse. But I just love being able to salvage vehicles like this and kind of bring them back to life and just see them back on the road again. And you can see clearly this is just a very mechanically sound truck that has plenty of life left in it. That's one of my favorite things about being a car guy, is just working on these cars and getting them looking good, running good, and just seeing them get put to good use for years to come. Before we go, we'll take a look in this passenger side here. You'll notice that the rockers are solid. And overall, this bench seat is in good condition. Some minor tears over on the driver's side, but nothing major. Looking in the glove box, we do still have the original F-150/250 owner's manual, still in its factory original leather case. So there you go, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this special video of a transformation and a renewing, reviving, bringing this somewhat rare truck back to life with such low mileage and a very clean history of being just a one owner with only 67,000 miles and being the light duty 250 that you just don't see every day. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Subscribe today if you haven't already. Before you go, comment, let me know your thoughts on this video and on this unique truck. And also, turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos just like this one.